You're listening to Voice and Vision Stories, where the line between the imagined and the real begins to blur. Each day, we bring you short stories designed to steer your thoughts, awaken your curiosity, and sometimes leave you just a little uneasy. Some tales are pure fiction, spanned from creativity. Others are drawn from real life events and true accounts. When that's the case, listener discretion is advised. We invite you to make this a daily ritual, a moment to escape, reflect, and explore the strange and the unseen. If you enjoy these stories, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice helps keep the vision alive. Now, find your quiet space, lean in, and let the story unfold. There's something deeply haunting about forgotten places. The kind of places where the air is thick with silence. Not the kind that suits you, but the kind that listens. In the fall of 1996, a college student named Lena Morris stumbled upon something strange while helping clean out her late grandfather's attic in rural Pennsylvania. Among dust cake boxes and faded photographs was an old reel-to-reel tape recorder, still intact and sitting beside a yellowing envelope marked in shaky handwriting. Do not play after midnight. Inside the envelope was a single audio tape labeled WXLK Radio, final transmission August 12, 1973. Lena had never heard of WXLK, and there was nothing about it online. Curiosity overrode caution. She brought the tape back to her dorm. That night, as the clock struck 12:04 a.m., Lena played the tape. A low, distorted voice echoed through her speakers. It began as a normal broadcast, cheerful, nostalgic even. Good evening. This is Harold Griggs with your nightly tunes on WXLK, Voice of Mill Creek Valley. But 20 minutes in, the recording shifted. The cheerful music cut off mid-tone. A long silence. Then the voice returned, trembling. If you're hearing this, we didn't make it. We tried. God help us, we tried. Mill Creek was a small mining town that vanished in the early 70s. Officially, a sinkhole swallowed half the town, but there were always whispers, stories of people acting strangely, hearing voices from their radios, televisions turning on by themselves. Lena became obsessed. She tracked down an elderly man named Johnny Keller, one of the few surviving residents of Mill Creek. When she mentioned the tape, his expression twisted in horror. You listened to it? Jesus, girl, you never listened to the last broadcast. Donnie told her about August 12th, 1973. That night, the entire town heard something on WXLK. Not music, not a voice, but something in between. People began walking into the woods, staring blankly. Some were found days later, babbling about a voice that lived inside the frequency, while others were never found. The station tower collapsed during the final broadcast, and the mine beneath town caved in just hours later. Donnie escaped only because he had smashed his radio earlier that evening, fearing what it had started saying. Lena returned to her dorm. That night, the tape played on its own. At precisely 12:04 a.m., the speakers crackled to life. But this time, the voice spoke directly to her. You heard me, Lena, and now I can hear you. The voice wasn't Griggs anymore. It was layered, male and female tones overlapping, shifting. It knew things, her childhood nightmares, her thoughts, her name. She ripped the tape from the machine, but the voice continued, pouring from her phone, her laptop, even the radiator vents. Something had crossed over, a frequency not bound by physical space. Lena disappeared from her dorm a week later. The only clue left behind was her journal, its last entry scrawled in ink that had bled into the page like veins. It's not a voice, it's a presence. It lives in the static, and it's listening for someone new. The end. So if you ever hear a voice through your radio after midnight, one that seems too real, too aware, don't answer it. Don't listen, because once it knows your name, it never forgets.